I'm ArmoredChocobo, and I'm in the mood for some Metroidvania games. Luckily, I have this game to help out with that. It's called Hydra Labyrinth. I think. When I opened the program, it said Make You, and the top of this window currently says Hydra, so I'm just gonna assume it's the game I downloaded. Hydra Labyrinth. It was made in 2011 by E. Hashimoto, better known as Buster. I'd fill you in on a story, but this game doesn't really have one. So I'll make my own. And ArmoredChocobo hits the new game button and records this for the internet. We're gonna have adventures in a castle. There may or may not be a Hydra. And it's rather labyrinthy. It seems to be very stuck on the Maze of Gallia style Metroidvania game. Actually, it screams a little bit more platformer Zelda to me. You know that Zelda game where it had the platformer elements? No, I don't mean the new one. I don't know if Link Between Worlds has any platforming. I'm talking about Link's Awakening. That was a fun game. That was my first Zelda game ever. Well, I wouldn't say ever. It's the first one I've beaten ever. That I'll give you. But since there's not much of a plot, it's kind of like a mindless, fun Metroidvania game. All we know is we're here trying to get a crown of some sort. And, I don't know, there might be a Hydra. Maybe that's the Hydra right there. I haven't seen no Hydra yet. How would you call this a Hydra Castle Labyrinth if there's no Hydra? Fun fact, you cannot jump down ladders. See, I'm trying my darndest to jump off this ladder. It ain't happening. So you either get knocked off the ladder or you just time it. These things could actually be killed. Take that, turret, spitty, spine thing. I don't know your name. I'll make up one for you. We got treasure already! This is a Metroidvania. The copper pick. Let's just break through blocks. We couldn't do so normally. It would just make a little ting sound. I didn't want to try it because it would make me feel dumb. But trust me on that, that's exactly what happens. We can't break those blocks. I can't get up there. We're going to be coming back there later. Lots of this treasure is just hidden in the overworld. There's dungeons to go into, and we'll hear different music in those dungeons. But that is not today. Though the music is pretty good. More treasure! That's a key. That opens dungeons. So the first dungeon is Dodo related. Still no Hydras. I don't see any Hydras. Is that supposed to be a Hydra? I think someone's doing it wrong. I don't think Hydras look like that. Buster, I'm judging you. Also, I need more stuff. Over here is the first dungeon. Now, I'm going to be coming back to this later because I want stuff, and dungeons rarely contain stuff in this game. So I'm just going to go ahead and open that right now. Just press the up button when you have that dungeon's key, and you can open it. Also, there's a lone block up there that just screams, hey, I have a treasure in it, but you can't get there. You're lame, Mr. Armor Guy. That treasure I could get right now, but I want something better than red block treasure. I want something hidden. Did I start here? Yes, I did start here. I'm back where I started already. This game could make you lost. Very easily. The overworld isn't too big, but you could get lost in it. It's about as big as most Zelda dungeons are. Maybe about 20 screens, 30 screens worth, not counting the dungeons. But I have a map here. I actually had to help build my own map. That's right, I had to do some work for this Let's Play. There was a map, but it didn't locate all of the items, it just showed where the dungeons were. So I had to do some editing on my own, and I added all of the items. So I have a handy-dandy map now. It was built out of screenshots, like usual maps do on the internet. Those purple clouds will try to kill you. Don't let them. They are mean like that. They can inflict poison on you, and you'll start losing health. I don't want to demonstrate it. I'll probably fall to one out of stupidity anyway. Those sword guys pretty easy to take care of if you attack them from behind. I was being bold. Now there's treasure in this room. It's not in the blocks. I do like the entire pick system though, that you can't break blocks until you have the pick. It's very Maze of Gallius. One of the members of your team in Maze of Gallius can't break blocks unless she hits it 20 times. And that takes forever. There's an item that brings it down to 3 for her. But there's something right there. is getting guarded by spinny shooty turret guy. It's the silver pick! Silver pick is different. It's made out of silver. It can break blocks in one hit. That's awesome! I'm not going to grab all of the items immediately. I am going to tackle Dungeon 1, but that's after I grab some of the essentials for adventuring. Now I can go and get that red block treasure. But that's what happens when you get poisoned. Do not get poisoned, it's bad for you. It doesn't last too long though, thankfully. It's just a mean punishment. Haha, block breaking power. I have the power of the, what was it, the bracelet in La Milana? That gave you the ability to break blocks in one hit? Yeah, I got that now. This guy is now as strong as Lameza is. Congratulations! But we have to take a long detour to get the thing that I want. This guy is very melee. His sword is actually longer than it looks. His hitbox is pretty huge. And I went the wrong way! Even with a map, I am getting lost. This is not good for me. I should have gone up from here first. But no, I was talking about power bracelets and projectiles. Now we're going in the right direction. Right over here is where I need to go to get stuff. As you can see, you can break blocks and they'll just randomly spawn life ups and ammo, even though we don't really need ammo right now. Also, these guys are mean. The heck with projectiles right now, I need something better. And it's off in this direction, so I might as well grab it. It's along the way. I'll just take the long way around to the stuff that I want. Right in here! There's a treasure in this room. Do you see it? No, it's not these guys. I'm sure they're treasured by someone, but that is not me. It's right here. The Hunter Shield! I don't need to bring up the text box for this. You see what the Hunter Shield does. I truly am Link. I got a sword, a shield, and I'm green-ish. I can even defend upwards. No one's catching me from above. Not even bats. I will block you with my shield powers. No, shield powers don't work on bats. But you can hit them with the upswing. That's awesome. There's something in this room! Where is it? I don't know. There's also... I think there's something in this room. I don't know. What is this? The Golden Axe! We have ourselves a projectile weapon! Unfortunately, we do not shoot the popular Sega game. It's just a Golden Axe, made out of steel. It's a steel Golden Axe. They make those. Don't judge me. Now, that's not the projectile I wanted, but that's the projectile we're gonna go with. Why the heck not? Actually, I think it's a little dangerous to go with this projectile. Let's get the other one instead. I'm just gonna waffle back and forth on my selection of projectiles. Also, I keep on going the wrong way! Welcome to Hydra Castle Labyrinth. You'll get lost no matter what. That's what Buster wants. That's what he wants you to deserve. Buster rhymes a duster. I don't know where the simile has to lie in that, but I'll think of one. I will find a way to associate Buster and Duster. I don't want to call him a moron. He made a pretty good game. I enjoyed it. I played through it already. I know where I'm going, just not right now. This is the projectile I wanted. The Silver Bolt! That is an arrow! And it can break blocks, just like my sword. It's a sword arrow. Sadly, I can't select it though. If you need to know what it does, it blocks bullets. I've shown it off. Don't worry about it. There you go. I really have to thank the Seas Crab. He played this before me, like a couple years ago. And he said, hey, someone should get out to translating this thing. Thank you, translator guy. I forgot your name right now, but I'm sure I'll remember it someday. I will give you pre-introduction kudos. Now that we got a silver pick, we avoided poison, and we have the ability to shoot stuff, I could go get the rest of the things I need. Which I don't really need, but I really, really like to have. It's mobility stuff. I mean, look how slow I am on these ladders. Will the item I need solve the ability to climb down ladders? Probably not. But it's going to be awesome nonetheless. I need to find myself a save point, too. I don't want to spend too long in this game, but I just might. Especially if I die to poison. Cripes! Poison everywhere! And red bats everywhere! Darn these bats! Darn these bats to heck! I shoot you! I could have used the golden axe and dealt with them. Because that's good against things that are up high. Like that thing. And I like how it hits a wall and slides down instead of just vanishing into the ether. I appreciate that. Thank you for that. Oh boy, remember these rooms? There's always a room like this that makes you do a zigzag instead of going straight. Just to punk you. You know what? We really don't need mobility right now. I want what's over here. It's important. It's interesting. It's familiar. It's the chime! What does the chime do? It rings when it's near treasure. So now we don't have to go looking for treasure or guessing where it is. If we hear the ding-ding noise, we're close. We'll hear it a lot when we're going through the overworld. I didn't want to risk it. I didn't want to go down into his sword. I didn't feel like it, okay? I just wanted to get my Hydra Castle Labyrinth on. More bats! I'm glad Buster did the Metroidvania thing right. There's a castle, it has to be infested with bats. Even if there's a king. Oh boy, lava. These enemies can be killed. There's just no point to it. And if you touch lava, guess what happens? That's right! You burn to a crisp. Lava is hot no matter what your degree is, or your level of education. Don't wait for a professor to tell you that lava is hot. It truly is, and it doesn't care about your ignorance. This is not a dungeon we need to go to. We can't open it with the 1 key. I don't remember what number that dungeon is, but I'm going to use this. It's a save point! That is excellent. I could spawn there instead of having to start the whole game over. That's the beauty of a save point. And next time on Hydra Castle Labyrinth, there's treasure in this room. There's treasure in this room. Did you hear the ding? I'm going to be chasing after dings in the next episode. And also this. This does not look fun. Good night, folks.